Hello, beautiful beings. Sometimes when I stop recording and hit play again, hit play, hit record again, I'm still laughing from how I just messed up my last video. This is only the third try though. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I don't edit my videos. No, it's satsang in the moment. My new plates will be here in 2 or 3 weeks that say satsang on them. I'm so excited. I've never had vanity plates in my whole entire life. Yeah, it's pretty thrilling for me. It's just happening too. And day before yesterday, I was praying for an earthly sign of the fact that I am being taken care of. And I knew that I was going to get it. I didn't know what it would be, but I knew that I would get it. And I did. I got it in the form of a reading from Witch and Scythe Tarot yesterday morning. I was just, my oldest daughter's messaging me. I was just not even 2 minutes in yet, and I was sobbing because still, through my ascension, still at times when the energies are just so, who knows what's happening on planet Earth and the collective, and who knows, but I know that I can pop out of a shed and literally moments later just be in another one again. That just seems to be how it's going right now. And so energetically, it's been feeling, they're showing me a truck that has drove down and is stuck in the mud. The wheels are still spinning. It's making a little bit of headway, but that's kind of how the energy's been feeling. It's been feeling like, and one of my daughters, I was with her yesterday, and she was talking about how she felt like she had been PMSing almost all month. And I went home later and I was just like, oh my gosh, that's exactly how I've been feeling too. And so through that, it's like my spiritual immune system is a little bit weaker than normal. Well, it's because I'm not fully conscious. I have subtly went with certain thought streams because this energy, because it's conducive to the energy that I'm feeling. It's conducive to how I'm feeling. And so I feel, even more susceptible to that mind cold, they're saying, to going with the thoughts about, and nothing's happening. It took years for me to shed that. Obviously, it's not completely gone because I was going with it recently, even though now when a thought that I didn't recognize that one for a really long time, but then when I finally did, it's so incredibly freeing. Nothing's happening. There's always something happening. Now when those thoughts come in, I think of, or they show me the gestation period of a baby growing. It may feel like nothing's happening, but something is always happening. There is growth occurring. So the reading yesterday was all about healing. And that's what the ancients keep saying to me over and over and over. You're healing up. You're healing. You're just healing. And night before last, I said, please give me one card that represents where I'm at right now. And it was rest and rejuvenation. So yeah, I've been healing up. And tomorrow will be 2 weeks since I broke up with sugar. And I just can't believe how much better my body feels. I just got back from the doctor because I wanted his take on what I should do, what the best things to do to avoid a gout flare-up would be. I'm not having another flare-up again, no way. He taught me so much today, and specifically black cherry extract I need to get. So, because that will take down any and all inflammation. And I told him today, I said, I've been praying for something that I could take that would take the inflammation out of my body, specifically my neck. And this is it. Yeah, very exciting. And that's what I got in my research on Google also, is exactly what he told me. So I didn't want to go with any type of unholistic. I would if I had to, but I know I don't need to. It was my indicator. That one flare up in my foot was just an indicator that, you got to stop with the sugar, with the refined sugar. I just, I know I've been being warned for a really long time. And, oh yeah, wake up with really super puffy eyes and all my joints hurting and aching. Yeah, just like when I used to drink alcohol. I felt the same way. Ocean did too when she used to drink. Her arms would just ache the next day. And it was too much sugar. I feel that was the main culprit. Just a huge overload with the beer specifically, he said. And one of my sons-in-law has gout. Anyway, so that was okay. In my research, it said that the uric acid crystals would not go away without medication. And so I went to him and I asked him that, and he said, no way. He said, especially in your case, you caught it early enough. He said, it'll go away. And he said, usually it will go away on its own. So yeah, that's really, really great news. The difference is quite astounding in my body. Plus I haven't been overworking. And that's one thing that he said could lead to gout is overuse. So, and he also taught me that not everybody that drinks or eats red meat or a bunch of seafood or sugar, some people get gout without even consuming those things, which tells me that yes, indeed, this is all vibrational. This is all having to do with a certain way of thinking. And when I looked gout up in my my healing book, I don't remember what it is now, but oh yeah, it was all of the check, all of the above. I was overworking. I did that to myself. But the good news is I can undo it to myself. And I said, that was my first and last. And he's just like, your first and last, huh? Yeah, he calls me young lady. I said, absolutely. It was just an indicator because I was ignoring all the other signs. I would back off of the sugar for a while, but then be back to the chocolate ice cream. I can barely talk about it. When you break up, you do miss what you broke up with, certain aspects, because they gave you the illusion of pleasure, they're saying. They wouldn't even let me just say pleasure. It was the illusion of pleasure. You know why? Yeah, I just asked them that. Why is it the illusion of pleasure, ancients? And they said, because anything that gives you true pleasure will not hurt you. That's very true. Very, very true. Yeah, it was just a temporary, man, this tastes so good. But I've been very, very aware, becoming more and more aware of when I am eating, how when I was eating chocolate ice cream, it was just the same experience over and over. The texture of it, the flavor of it. I'm sure it was, doing something to my system, that sugar was making me feel a certain way. And each bite, I was just like, literally the last bowl of chocolate ice cream I had, I put it away and I thought, that didn't even taste as good as I think it does. And I'd never had that thought before. And I'm really glad I did had that thought at that time, or else I'd still be, oh my gosh, I miss it so bad. I feel like I'm drooling just talking about it. Sneaky ways also, they're reminding me that not having a mate, I've filled that space with chocolate ice cream. But I don't need to fill it with anything. I'm fine with or without. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh. So Elaine Thorpe, I thought I had it down there for a while that when I could buy tickets again to talk to her and Jonathan, she would post that right before the first of the month or on the first of the month. And I missed out on, well, it was supposed to be that way. But I missed out on the last 4 months. The second I saw her post, good news, tickets are available, spaces are available. It's only $18 to talk to Jonathan. And I've got to talk to him 4 times now, 3 or 4, 3. I can't believe I've even lost count. I lost my recordings. I have no idea how. It was shortly before I got a new phone. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but anyway, so that's all right though. I think I have the last recording. Whoa, the lighting got really strange just now. But I noticed in my last video that it was strange to me looking into my camera, but not strange to you. And that's right. If I lean forward, something happens. So on the 27th at 1 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock their time. Oh, see, it is quite magical that I got a ticket this month. I mean, my heart was slamming in my chest. Because month after month, I'm just like, and I try to beat it too. I keep checking. I check in the middle of the night. So I do believe that I said, Ancients, what are we going to ask him? And Genevieve comes through also. That's Elaine's spirit guide. Well, so is Jonathan, but Jonathan is, Elaine Thorpe is, I shouldn't even tell you because there'll be even more people competing to get tickets. That's mean, isn't it? Yes, that's right. I get a ticket when I'm supposed to. So ElaineThorpe.com is how you can check to see if there are tickets available. And here in Montana, it's a 7-hour difference from where she is in the UK. And so 8 o'clock p.m. her time is 1 o'clock my time, if that helps you at all. So I asked the Ancients, what are we going to ask Jonathan and Genevieve? And oh my gosh, it's just thrilling. And I want to ask what my spirit guide's name is. I can't believe I never asked that before. Well, because I have the Ancients. Yeah, right. Well, they're always here. They're saying, well, yeah, but your spirit guide. Okay, I'm asking how that's different, because now listen, how is it? I need to ask, how's my spirit guide different than you guys? I can't wait. Oh, my heart just like started fluttering over here, and then because one is and we are they're showing me, I think my well, it won't come out. It looks like my spirit guide could be a female. And I see, even though I know the Ancients are both and none, no gender, I predominantly see them as male. I'm going to ask Moonstar also. I'm going to ask Ocean also if they perceive the Ancients as predominantly male. And it's not like I think of them and think, oh, you're predominantly male. No, it just feels male. Yeah, that's right. It goes back to our life experience. What gender do we feel brings us the most comfort throughout our life? And for me, that was a male. That doesn't really make sense though, does it? Because predominantly I didn't feel safe because of men. But yeah, that's right. When I first got sober, when I first quit drinking alcohol, I was trying to, I'd always believed in God, but I didn't want to think about God as a man sitting on a throne, letting all this horrible stuff happen. It didn't make me feel good about men at all. And so I was trying to build a relationship with God, and I just felt like it kind of vacillated between male and female, whatever was going on, I just felt I needed more comfort, like motherly comfort from a godly source. Because of course Ocean is she's here for me all the time. But we need a certain amount of, are you here? Like, are you taking care of me? This really, really sucks. I'm super scared. And sometimes I've cried out to a mother, and I can't say I've cried out to a father. Not verbally, not the words father. But I've thanked my, I don't know, it's I don't need to explain it, they're saying. But it's really good to me that I don't have I wasn't conditioned to see God in a certain way. I'm deeply grateful for that. They left that up to me. They knew that they helped steer me in certain directions spiritually, but to know that something existed. But they didn't ever force anything down my throat, and I'm just so grateful for that. Because I can hold on to the concept of God very loosely, and just to me, when my focus is back to my natural state of being, presence. God is a feeling. God, it's a knowing that that God, the divine, is breathing me and beating my heart. God is the one having this human experience, and the conditioned persona is the one they're saying doesn't exist. So, they're saying the ones that have fully awakened, remembered. I don't know. This is very recent too. I'm like, I want to get to that point too. Well, that's happening. If that's, I don't know how far I'm supposed to go in my ascension. They're all the way, baby. Somebody's saying all the way, baby. Yeah, but it's not something I'm doing. It's something that's happening. And my part in this co-creative experience, my part as this personal identity, is to let it happen and to be aware of what's coming up that needs healing, that needs healing, that needs my light of awareness shown on it. And that's generally fear, anything fear-based. Anything that's bothering me, anything I'm overthinking, usually is fear-based. So I've got to shed a lot of fear for a very long time. And if you feel like you are immersed in fear every day, just a 1,000 forms of fear. That's what they used to say when I went to AA. That's what was in that blue book. 1,000 forms of fear. And I could relate to all that. And it said, we will learn to outgrow fear. I was hooked. That's what I wanted. I knew that I was just too scared. I had really abnormal reactions to things that didn't seem like I should have that big of a fear reaction to. And later I learned that it was PTSD. But that's also, that's treatable. In my situation, it was treatable. It's taken years to treat it, to heal it, but that's okay. It took years to get the PTSD. So as long as it's treatable, I can achieve it. I absolutely will, and I won't give up. I refuse to be a prisoner to old ways of being, old ways of conditioned ways of being. It's so beautiful. The fall is, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's close to my favorite season. And the leaves here, I have so many trees around my place. There's just so many leaves in my yard, and some of them are just massive. And they're falling on Netza. Yep. So if you're immersed in fear, thank you, ancients. We would love to see if we can help you with that. It's a shift in perspective, they're saying, a shift in perception. It may seem like all the thinking about how to get out of the fear, how to stop the fear, It may seem like that is productive, but if a person is still in fear and still trying to figure out how not to be in fear, then that's just more thinking. And that's a lot of where the fear is generating from, is from overthinking. So a shift of perception, our job, the ancients and I, our job is to help you slip back down from being trapped in the mind, down into the heart space, into your body, actually, just being fully here. For a very long time, I could not put 2 feet on the floor, and I would stand with one foot like on the side of my foot. I couldn't connect. I couldn't ground. Yeah, I was still way too much in my head. It's taken a long, long time to make it a habit. I noticed it last night. I was standing in my kitchen. I don't remember what I was doing, threading a needle, I think. And I noticed all of a sudden that both of my feet were just flat on the floor. Yeah, I'm doing those foot exercises with Aligned. Just amazing. I didn't realize that when I started doing her workouts, that one of the videos on the front of it says, healing through neurology. I knew she talked about the nerves a lot, and the ocular nerves and the vestibula and balance and all that. And I found her, or she found me, God gave her to me when I prayed for somebody to help me with the vertigo I was experiencing a couple months ago. And up she came on YouTube, and I've looked up that kind of stuff before, and I've never seen her before. And she's helping me so much. I didn't realize there's one exercise, part of an exercise, that we look at our finger. And when I first started doing this with her, I was just looking this far to where both of my eyes could see my finger. But then I kept doing that with her, and all of a sudden I was looking a lot further than I realized that I could. And she said that had so much to do with, well, just about everything that's going on in my body, my neck. I feel that, the lymphatic drain that I've been doing those workouts with her, exercises, and then the whole lymphatic system, getting that draining and the circulation going better, strengthening my feet, my whole ocular system, my eyes. It's really quite incredible. I haven't had any bouts of dizziness at all. And I'm learning so much about how everything up here, something she posted today is really creepy looking, but it's just so fascinating. Oh, I almost didn't want to see it, but I was just like, wow, are you kidding me? That's what we look like inside. That's what we look like. And she just has all the nerves like laid out, and the whole brain and the 2 eyeballs, and she's just like, basically, this is what you are, and if this is out of whack, affects everything. I can do her fix your neck. That's a big statement. Fix your neck. I can do her fix your neck exercise routine for, I think, there's 3 different sections of exercises. They're all very short also, but after the first one, it's like 5 minutes long. We check our neck again to see if the stiffness, it's absolutely incredible. It amazes me every single time. I'm going to do it again today. I did it, the lymphatic, right? That's going to be a habit very soon. Lymphatic is from here up. And I did that yesterday, and the whole lymphatic system, and a full body stretching routine. And it just, I'm feeling really good. I'm still feeling very strong. I don't have as much muscle mass as I did this summer, obviously, because I stopped lifting weights, but I thought that I was just going, okay, that's it now. I'm doing this other type of exercising that's better for my body right now, and I'm going to lose my muscle tone. No, I haven't lost it, because I'm still working out, as Ocean pointed out the other day. I'm still working out at work, and these exercises that I'm doing with Aligned, that's keeping me strong too. So it's just beautiful to be open to a new way to see life. And I'm grateful for that. I'm more and more open all the time. They're showing me I'm more open because I'm thinking less and less. I'm thinking I have less ideas than I had before. That's really good news. And the other thing that's really good news is when my daughter was telling me that she felt like she was PMSing most of the month, and then right after that, she said, "Oh, it just feels so good to feel so much better." And I realized last night that, oh, goody, okay, yeah, that means I'm going to, she said, "I feel like myself again." And that's kind of how I haven't been feeling. My left eye is twitching big time right now. That's always a really good sign to me. Yeah, I just haven't really been feeling like myself. And in the past, and I'm sure, and I had a sneaking suspicion too, that it had to do with picking up on, how my loved ones are feeling. But I had a major shift about 3 months ago now, and I don't pick up on how they're feeling. Uh, I'm not, it's not as acute. It doesn't hurt as much as it used to. And also, I'm not spending time, I'm not spending a lot of time wondering who it's coming from. Now, I used to try to figure it out and call everybody, and because it felt so bad to me, I just wanted to help whoever it was coming from feel better if I could. And they showed me that that was overextending. And yeah, it definitely was. And now, if I'm feeling a certain way and I'm like, oh, wait, no, there's no reason for this for me. When my car was broke down before I had Netza, and, then there was a reason that if I was feeling a bit off. But there's no reason. The seasons are changing, but, whatever. It shouldn't make me feel like, man, what the heck? What? No, it shouldn't make me feel that bad. And so now I just pray and make it plainly obvious if there's something I can do for whoever's feeling like this, or the whoever's are feeling like this. And then I let it go. I'm getting some lovely messages right now. The lighting just went weird too, but I think that's it for now. Yeah. 2 weeks without sugar. It feels absolutely amazing. I've been doing a lot of research on sweet things I can have, and monk fruit is one of my best friends now. I'm not abusing it. And the talk with the doctor helped me relax a little bit too, to where I'm going to go get some tuna again, not the albacore tuna, because that has a lot of purines in it, and that's what, and so on and so on. It turns to sugar and all that. So all that jazz. So, but now I can go get some regular tuna, and it's just one of my favorite things in the world, to eat tuna lettuce wraps with a bunch of vegetables, dunk it in ranch and stuff. I just love to graze. I think that's it for now. satsangwithmamaji@gmail.com. The light's getting kind of weird. We love you so much.